If you're a brand new Amazon seller but you can't seem to find your first profitable product, this is not your fault. I've been there, I've done that. If you don't know me, my name is Kevin Mutombo. I've been selling on Amazon for the past 5 years, and I've helped multiple students transition away from their 9 to 5. I made a coaching call last week breaking down the 3 websites that I've been using the most to find profitable products, especially getting started. And this is by far the easiest website you can use to find profitable products. And after that coaching call, I had a lot of students that gave me feedback saying that they were able to find the first profitable product and get the ball rolling with Amazon. I want the same for you, so I decided to send that recording on YouTube. So make sure you watch the entirety of the training and that you implement everything that I'm saying on this video. I'll see you on the other side. All right, cool. So share screen. Okay, real quick, just want to go over this because I know there's we have a lot of new people here, so this may be the first time that you see me. So if you don't know me, my name is Kevin Mutombo. I've been selling online for the past like 3, 4, or 5 years now. And yeah, time flies, it's crazy. And I've also been selling on Amazon for almost for that amount of time, but I've been doing this full time for almost a year now. So close to like 12 months. So I need to update the slide, of course, but I did a lot of mistakes that like a lot of new Amazon sellers would make when I got started, of course, things like hijacking, buying off emotion. So in terms of like mistakes, I got suspended a few times because of it. And obviously because of that, I've been able to learn from my lessons and be in the position that I'm in today. So if you have any questions about regarding, suspensions or just Amazon in general, I feel very confident that I can answer most of them. So feel free to ask them. And I also always practice what I preach, right? So I do a lot of online arbitrage. I'll do some wholesale sometimes, and I'll also do some retail arbitrage also sometimes. Just going with trying to show people exactly what the strategy is and things like that. And I always stay in my lane, right? I'm very good with retail online arbitrage. I'm also very good with wholesale, but I just don't do as many deals on wholesale compared to like online arbitrage, if I were to be honest. So it doesn't mean that I can't answer any sort of like wholesaling questions. It's just like this is what I just decided to focus on, and I'm still able to get to 6 figures. So still something to take into consideration. Now, real quick, before Amazon, my life sucked. Okay, there's no other way to say it. But I tried a lot of things, like things like affiliate marketing, wholesaling, like real estate, as you can see. I did the Bitcoin, I did the trading, you name it, I probably did it. And unfortunately, it just didn't pan out for me. It was still like a humbling experience, trying to figure out like what would be the best route for me to kind of get started. And that resiliency kind of led me to Amazon. But I'm gonna get to that in a bit. I was working like a construction job, wasn't able to very blue collar roofing type job. And I was getting paid minimum wage, so it was very hard on the body. And I didn't have necessarily the money that I wanted to be making, so I had to move in. I got kicked out of my old friend's house and then moved into my friend's house, and all I had was a couch with me. That's literally all I had at the time. But then because I was able to learn this skill of sourcing, right? This is what everything changed, because sourcing is a high income skill. The better products you can find, the more money you can make. That's like the only skill that really matters in here. So because of that, there's a combination of skill and obviously being here at the right place, right time. So that deal that you're seeing on the left is a combination of that exactly, right? I've been able to find Nike shoes, 228 pairs of Nike shoes to be exact. Bought them from $5 to $10 and flipped those for anywhere from 80 to 100. So I ended up making $14,000 in one weekend, which was absolutely insane because I was still working my 9 to 5 at the time, and just over one weekend, I made what I would have made in like 4 to 5 months, which was insane. And then the picture you see in the middle, I actually drove 21 hours to like different stores because I told you I was doing retail arbitrage, because I knew exactly that they had these in stocks and they were going out of, they were being discontinued. So a lot of these stores were actually getting rid of those. So I decided to buy those for $97, and they were selling for like I think 320 or something like that. But just to liquidate them because I wanted the money back as fast as possible, sold them around like 299. And yeah, that was like actually it was 3,500 in profit, not 4,200, just because of returns, right? That's part of doing a business. And then the picture that you see on the right here is just me. I went on vacation for like the first time in a very long time. I never went on vacation with like paying my own ticket. So that trip was actually the first time that I've done that. And that's why I put it here, because I know a lot of you guys are looking for financial freedom, time freedom, and obviously that's what we're here for. So I thought I would just that picture actually means a lot to me because that was the first time that like, hey, I was actually able to enjoy the fruits of my labor. But with that being said, enough about me. I know y'all don't care about that, right? Let's get straight to the money. Okay, a few websites, right, that I've been using to consistently, and I've always done that every single day. This is my routine. Okay. Very, very good websites for you guys to use and being able to find these products. Before I even show you all these websites, I just want to even preface by saying this. I am from Canada. So a lot of these websites, I'm personally not even able to, well, I am able to buy them, but most of the time I don't. Sometimes I give those away when I find products like these. But there's a website in Canada called stocktry.ca, right? And that website, what it does, let me just show you instead of talking about it. So I guess that's going to be the first website. And I know that doesn't apply to most of y'all in here because you're from Canada, but just let me land, and then I'll show you the US version of it. Okay. So stockchart.ca, it's an inventory checker for retail stores. And also it's going to give you online deals from one of the most popular retail stores out there, right? So from stores like Staples to stores like Walmart, it just takes a very, very long time to load, but just give it some time. But stores like Walmart, stores like Home Depot, stores like the Kohl's, the Toys R Us, right? The Best Buys. So all of these stores, they're going to give you the best deals that are going out there. So whether the products are going on clearance, you'll be able to know that because everything is being monitored on this website, or the price is just going down, or for some reason there's a a promotion going on or things like that. So it's very, very useful to have. For some reason, yeah, it just takes a very long time to load. I don't know what's been going on with their server these days, but a very good alternative to that in the US, okay, is brickseek.com. Brickseek.com is a very, very good website for you to be able to find products. Okay. And what I love about these websites is that you're not necessarily the one kind of going inside the website and looking for these products. These products are basically fed to you. So they're already at a clearance deal. One thing that I always say when I'm doing retail arbitrage is let's say I go inside like a Walmart, the first place that I will always go is the clearance section, right? Why? Because that's the best way for you to find a product at a low cost, and you have higher chances of finding a profitable deal that way, right? That's going to be selling more for Amazon. So this is literally the same exact thing. I also want to say that a website like BrickSeek, right, which is basically the equivalent to I mean, a website like StockTrack, which is the equivalent to BrickSeek in the US. This is a way better version, by the way. BrickSeek versus Canada, like that website is working half the time and it's very like old, as you can see. But just using that website in Canada with like you see how bad this website is looking. My first year doing Amazon, that's literally what I used to make 6 figures on. And that website is free. And so is BrickSeek. Okay. I just want to tell y'all, like you guys have a way better version than I do, that I can even use. So definitely take advantage of what's being offered to you, especially for the fact that it's free. Okay. Now there is a subscription for this website. I believe it's $9.99 a month, but you can still keep the free version. You'll still be fine. So what it'll do, right? Once you log in, it's going to give you all of the deals, today's deals, local deals. So the deals that are also around you if you're looking to do some retail arbitrage. But if you're not looking to do that, then just look on online deals. That's also fine. But you don't want to go into used deals because we don't sell, we only resell brand name products, remember, okay? So a lot of these deals, how this website work, you really just, once you've created your account, which is again free, you just have to put in your zip code, right? Once you put in your zip code, it's going to show you all the deals that are around you, so around your area. So if you have a Walmart in your area that maybe it's 5 minutes away from you, it's going to show you from that Walmart, here are the best deals that you can have on this store. That's where it becomes a game changer because you can literally make like a whole itinerary like the one I made on the previous page here, right? And I ended up driving 21 hours. I mean, you don't have to, you obviously don't have to drive 21 hours. I'm not, you guys don't have to go as crazy as I did, but that's how I ended up finding out that like, okay, if I drive to this Staples, which is like 4 hours away from me, I know I'll make like $500. Okay, and then if I drive to that other Staples, is like 15 minutes away, then I can make another $200. It's a game changer when you know exactly on which store you're going to when you're doing retail arbitrage, and you know already that like, hey, if I go to this store, I'm going to make this much. If I go to that store, I'm going to make that much. That's how powerful this is, and then you can kind of coordinate all the places you're going to go with Google Maps, right? So I've done this a crazy amount of times. I don't do it as much as I used to, just because I'm kind of scaling things. Obviously, I'm a coach here. That takes a lot of my time. And I also enjoy teaching, game to you guys. But I would really recommend for those of you guys who can't find a profitable deal, just go to the websites where they're already giving you deals, right? Already look for these, or go to these websites where the price is already at a clearance price, and all you have to do is kind of figure out how much it's selling for on Amazon. That's really all you have to do, right? So if I were to kind of just log in real quick, absolutely. So once again, right, what I would do on a BrickSeek, I will go into deals, and you can actually do this. I want these trainings, guys, to be as interactive as possible, not just you like listening to me. I understand if you're driving, you can't do anything about that, but if you're on like if you're at home and you're doing this on you're watching this on the computer, like do this, right? Because that's gonna be the best way for you to learn. So you're also gonna need like Celeram, obviously. If you don't have Celeram, what are you doing? Okay. I need to be real. Like you need to have Celeram because that's going to give you the best, all the information you need to make a informational decision, a good decision about buying the product. Okay. So I'm going to go into hover into deals. I'm going to go into online deals.
Is Scan Profit okay as well?
Oh, right. Absolutely. Sorry, I forgot. Yes, Scan Profit is absolutely fine as well. You can also do this. That also works. And then what you want to do is you want to filter out the Amazon.com as a retailer. Okay. Reason why is because obviously we're reselling on Amazon, right? We're not buying from Amazon and reselling on Amazon. That's a bit of an advanced method beyond this training video. So what you want to do is really just select all the retailers except Amazon because we don't really care about their what they're selling the products for unless it's for profit, right? So I'm just going to be selecting a few of these websites here. And then it's saying right here, right? If you want to upgrade to BrickSeek, I mean, you definitely can. The main benefit to this is that you get earlier deals that most people with a BrickSeek account wouldn't get. But to be honest, you can just get away with the free version. But if you're really looking to take it to the next level, plus it's only $9.99 a month, you get earlier deals. And instead of, I believe, you getting like 3 stores around you who are selling the products in your zip code, you get like 6 or something like that. So you get even more stores, right? For even $9.99 a month. And all it takes is one product for it to obviously pay for the whole subscription. So I would say it's definitely worth it. Okay, so I'm just going to select Target for now, just for the sake of this training and for the sake of time as well. So on Target, right? What you want to do is also sort it by pricing, right? And then from there, what I usually do, and that's where Celeram or like Scan Profit comes in, I would open a bunch of these windows. So I would just open all like new tabs of these products, right? So I would just you can do like a right click and then open link in a new window, and then that's going to open it here, right? And that's where kind of Celeram will come in or Scan Profit. If you click on the Chrome extension for Scan Profit, it's going to show you, it's going to type in the name of the product here and how much it's selling for on Amazon. And they will try to find you like which will be the like the best match for you to find that product, right? Let's click on the first one here. But what I would do is just open a bunch of these windows over and over and over until I'm basically able to find a profitable deal. That's literally what the name of the game is, right? So I would just go down this list, just open Windows, and just click on the Chrome extension to first of all see if you can find the same product, because clearly that's not the same thing, but also if it's a profitable deal. And I'm telling you, a lot of times you will find a lot of good deals just going on this website because the deals are already at a clearance price, right? And what I usually do once I find a profitable deal from this website, this is where I will go inside the website. So let's say, that Play-Doh product is profitable, right? And it's on Target. Then what I'll do is I'll filter in the Play-Doh brand inside Target. So then, because usually what tends to happen is the stores, if I'm able to find a profitable deal for that product, chances are any product within that brand will also be profitable under that same website, especially if it's also on clearance. So that's why you kind of want to go even deeper down the rabbit hole with that brand and kind of see what else that's being offered. Okay, so same exact concept. You just want to once again open up all of these tabs, right? And with all of these open, what I usually do is then I just click on the Celeram extension. I'll just open all of those. So next tab, I'll just click on this, and it will just keep appearing on the right hand side or in here, yeah, on the right hand side, and then it's going to look it up on Amazon to see like, hey, where can I also find this product? And if it's selling for the same price, like that's okay. We're just moving on. That just means that it's not a good product, right? Just moving on. So you can just close the window. If you can't find it, that's also okay, right? If all the deals that you were finding were profitable, everybody would do it. But that obviously that's not the case. So if you can't find something in here, moving on. So close the window. On to the next one. Selling for $11.99, also on Amazon, selling for $11.99. Not a good deal. Moving on. Right. So that's really how you would kind of go down all these products, and that's how fast I'm going at it. And as you can see here, it's also going to show you like, hey, if you want to buy online or if you want to buy in store. So these are two options that are being kind of offered to you. Okay. So that website, definitely a game changer. I mean, it's free to use. It's feeding you deals on a daily basis. And yeah, it's really just a no-brainer for you to be kind of using that to find products. That's the first website. Now, the second website is kind of the same thing as BrickSeek. The only difference is, first of all, everything is online, so there's no retail arbitrage involved in this. And these deals are reported by customers, right? So that's more of a software that's doing the job. This is more customers, right? So people are seeing like deals online and they're kind of like reporting it on that website, right? So it's still the same exact concept. So you still want to go down like the front page slick deals, and anything that says Amazon, you kind of want to ignore that, because once again, you're not buying from Amazon, right? You're selling on Amazon. So the price on there really doesn't matter. Anything that doesn't say Amazon, that's what it's worth it for you to kind of look and how much it's selling for on Amazon. So for something like this, that looks interesting. That's 100% profitable on Amazon. But then you have to get on gated for Adidas, and I'm not even sure if they accept new applications, right? But a shorts, Adidas short for $8 and it used to be selling for 40, definitely something to look at for sure. And I bet, yeah, if you look on this on Amazon, it's going to be profitable. So yeah, once again, same concept. You can open these windows and kind of see like how much is being sold on Amazon. But these are really the only two websites that I wanted to show you guys today, because I look at those on a daily basis. Even though I can't necessarily buy those products, sometimes like if I'm able to find these, like I post them on my Instagram and kind of rant about Amazon and how great Amazon is. But yeah, these are the only two websites that I want to show you guys today. I guess maybe next week I'll kind of show you some more. But I also wanted to take the time to kind of answer some of the questions that you guys have. So whether that's about Amazon, I mean, with the methods that I just showed you guys, or just about your store as well. Like if you have some issues with ungating, if you have some issues with like listing your first product, anything, like if you want me to review as one of your products, right? You can also send me your ACE in here.